Hi, my name is Alyssa Fox, and this is my personal speech. Many people have walked in and out of my life, some leaving positive tracks, while others leaving negative footprints. And inspiration is something made of magic, a miracle in disguise. It takes a great being to change a person's life, and that's exactly what my running coach, Tommy Pitts, did. Without realizing it, he swooped in and designed a new me, one that was confident, optimistic, and disciplined. With a positive mindset, I felt I could take on any challenge without being weakened by its presence. Today, I'm going to tell you about how my coach changed my outlook on life as well as my self-worth. The first time I was introduced to the sport of running was in the middle school when Mr. Pitts decided to create an optional track and field team. Never having ran before, I discovered my true power was sprinting. It was then when Mr. Pitts noticed my real potential for becoming a sprinter on his team. By the 9th grade, I had qualified for the district meet and placed 5th, enough to advance onto the regional meet. What didn't make sense to me was without any training, I still performed well. Mr. Pitts and I were ready for my 10th grade year. He was going to make me state-bound. I decided to try something new in the fall, cross country. At first, the sport was extremely challenging and demanded every ounce of strength I had in me, but I loved it. And slowly, I began to lose sight of track. When track did roll around the corner, sprinting was my main concentration again. I was no longer hitting my goal times, and I was constantly aggravated with myself. I would show up to practice in a dark slump without any motivation. That's when Mr. Pitts stepped in. One day, he presented me with a new challenge, the 400-meter dash, just a lap around the track. I did it, but not without a struggle. For the next month, Mr. Pitts made me actually practice for the 400. But no matter how hard I trained, how hard I ran, I never met the results that would satisfy me. He asked me if I knew why he placed me in the 400. He said he wanted me to work for something he knew I couldn't reach in the first year. The 400 takes years to perfect, and I was just starting. He wanted me to have an understanding of self-discipline, but first I had to overcome the negative thoughts and self-doubts. Ultimately, he was training me for more than just a race. He was training me for life. Today, I talk to you about my life with and without positive attitudes and the transformation of my image and worth. Inspirations are a necessity to living. They create visions and goals for who a person wants to later become. But it's up to that person to decide whether they follow a positive track or a negative one. I was lucky when my coach came along. He guided me in the right direction, and I conquered tasks I never thought I had the courage to face. He was my inspiration, and he was my leader. The one person in my life I knew I could look up to. He believed a positive mind could lead you anywhere, and that's where I ended up today. Thank you.